applause. Didn't even get to pause.
Good morning, YouTube. This morning we're going to build this 4x8 1720 Harbor Freight trailer. I'm going to put my workbenches together, the ones you saw me build in the last video, and we're going to build it up on that, and then we can take it down after it's built. Make sure it's square up here, get everything tightened up. Today I'm just going to build it per instructions. I will be leaving off a few parts that I know I'm not going to use, so why put them on if I'm just going to take them back off. But I'm going to build it basic, and then we're going to talk about the upgrades that I'm going to do to it. So let's get started. I'm going to put these together. So if you recall, I made these workbenches where they roll apart. All right, so we've got those put together. And after going through the instructions, start laying it out. I'm going to get rid of some of these extra pieces, get them out of the way because we won't need them later. So this is put together with center cross braces and side braces. There are 6 and 4. So we're going to get them laid out according to the instructions, which I left over here. Put it together. So you've got the bar with these on it. That is going to be your front piece. Very beginning. Then we're going to have one at the very end. Sidebars. So most of these bars are similar, but there are a few hole differences. 2 of these side pieces have rectangular slots, so we want to make sure of where those go. And based on the directions, they are the back half, and they go towards the top center. So back half, top center, and you are going to be on that side. Up here. So, quick layout. I'm going to check my placement and make sure that all the bars are oriented correctly. If you go through there, you will see some hole pattern differences. So we want to make sure we match the diagram and the layout. So. Alright, I've got everything positioned and turned correctly. At this point, we're going to start putting some bolts in it, but I still have to sort those out. So give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. Luckily, they come pretty well sorted. Got your hinges. Not as sorted as I had hoped. Stand by. $17mm. Same. All right, so we're going to put these in lightly at first. We still want to square these up individually before we do any tightening. So there are, so far I found 4 a little bit longer bolts. So I've got them separated out. I'll figure out where those go as we get through this. staying in because this is partially where the axle bracket bolts in. We're going to remove which one we do. And my guess is that's where the long one's going to go. So we'll find out. There. Check the first half for square. I'm going to check the second half for square once I flip it over because I may have to do a little bit of adjustment. So I'm going to pull the hinge pin bolts out and we're going to flip these over. Keep it up. Stay away. So the back half is complete. I'm not doing anything else to it. It's going to get bolted here, and I'm going to remove the hinges because I want it to be one piece. I did notice an extra bolt hole here in the frame that I'll be bolting together as well, and that will lock this piece to the axle assemblies. And I'm going to plate and weld, but we'll get into that. Everything. All right, so let me get the back half off the table. Let me finish assembling the front half. I'm not doing the fender. I'm not bolting that in just yet, but I am doing the springs. So let's open up that part. And no, this blue stuff is not grease that comes in these hubs. I will pull these down, re-grease them properly. I want to go get some fresh, high quality grease. I'm also going to pick up a couple of sets of bearings, get those preset and pre-packed and then sealed up in a bag. That way I can take them in the trailer. If I run into a problem on the road, they're already packed, pull them out, swap them out and go. I'm just putting these on as they are now just to work it around the yard until I go and pick up those parts. Plus I've got some wheel adapters on the way because I am going to be running Jeep wheels. So I'm going to go through these real good, just not today. I want to get it assembled as is before I modify it. Putting the cotter pins in yet. Those will get saved so they don't destroy them. And then a little part up here. And lightly tap. Goes back on. So this is the Harbor Freight 1,720 pound capacity trailer. Standard build. Everything's complete. Everything's tight. The few things that I left off: fenders, casters and brackets for standing it up. Those aren't going on, so I'm not going to use them. I did run 6 extra bolts down this middle. I will be taking the hinges off later. I didn't put the lights on because the lights are actually going to go in the teardrop trailer hatch. So again, pointless to run. I didn't want to mess up the wire for using it later. I will be replacing those locking pins with bolts, adding a 2-inch square tube down the middle for extra strength before I put the deck on. After welding, all these bolts will be replaced with longer carriage bolts through the decking and that. Then I will probably put spacers on those bolts to keep it from getting compressed when I tighten it. Again, everything will be welded, tied together, and then I'm going to paint the frame black when I'm done. So, start to finish, took me maybe 2 hours total to put it together. That's your basic Harbor Freight trailer. Again, I will be replacing the wheels with Jeep wheels and hub adapters. These are 5x4.5. I'm going to put 5x5 hub adapters on it. Lower the trailer hitch to below the bar just to give it a little more ground clearance. And build it out. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe and like. If you're returning to my channel, I thank you for coming back. Please stay tuned for the rest of this build. The next video will be the mods to it. I'm going to get my welder set up. We're going to go through, get everything put together, welded together, and get stuff put on and go from there. Have a great day. Thanks.
The power of the dark side.